setting up the positions. Saya starts things off with a headshot onto Davai. Of course, now everyone has to divert their attentions away. You never know who's lurking around the back. Something still sharp as ever, though, able to take down Saya. Excurate has been spotted. First headhunter shot whiffed. And Something's just trying to play it safe, trying to play around the positions. Forsaken, unfortunately, getting taken out, though. And that's all down to Mind Freak. Still rounds left in the headhunter chamber. Goes back out, 2 players. A little bit too much. Body blocked and everything, and T1 picks up the pistol.
Yeah, some really good ideas from T1. That early
kind of doubt Paper X.
No. I mean, he's got the outlaw, so
okay.
Makes it easy. Take down his brother. Sagan goes down, but still, you get an upgrade in a Spectre. Ooh.
Oh, something. Swaps back over to the Classic, but with the mount, just kind of exposes himself a little bit more. Rossi back in with the Sheriff, and the rest of the Paper X team trying to continue to pile up front towards A. Jing has a bit of an angle. He hears the footsteps. Oh, wow. Checked by Saya. Great job, T1. A couple of shots to Davai too, but that's the most that he can do. 2 players down. Still a pretty good win for T1.
I could have gone a lot. It can snowball. It can snowball a bit. Cam check that was fast.
Okay. Just starting things off with a bit of that lurk. A bit of a re-peek and 2 kills. So quick, collected. The rest of the team now pushing up. A little bit of mind presence to know that there could be more players trying to make this B play happen. It happened on the pistol round. Maybe T1's going to do it again. A is completely open after all.
Yeah, Something already getting up towards heaven.
Good smoke, though.
Very good.
Allows for Something to play around the positions. You got Jing ready with the paint shells as well. This is a good setup.
It could be red. I mean, this is kind of what Paper X likes to do. Yeah, I know what you meant. All right, Forsaken. He's on for the ace.
Okay. He's got the quad. It's just round 3. T1's trying to play it safe, trying to do what they can do. But then Forsaken just comes up from behind. This is the friendship between Forsaken and
the bromance.
Yes. Yeah, dude.
Oh, that spot.
Great fade. I mean, that's going to be now T1 trying to fight in for this, but Mind Freak is not going to let them go down without a swing. Shrouded steps away, and they are definitely aware of it, but look at what's happening across the map, too. Forsaken through the link, catches Excurate from behind. Now so much more space being gathered. You've got the trip wire in front of Rossi. He can't go through for free. Neural Theft just reveals. And that's the go signal for Paper X to get the spike over on A.
Well, he's at least able to grab an orb.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to give him the Viper's Pit next round. One way or another, he's only got a judge. He's not going to go for this.
Forsaken's getting an orb too. We're all playing Pac-Man over here.
Great game. I think Forsaken is already showing off why I love to see him on this map on Cypher, because he's so tricky to deal with.
The mindfulness to, yeah.
He's all over the place. He's really good at holding the C site sometimes. It can be broken open, of course, but I really like the way he plays the Cypher. And Rossi, see if we can find any value out of this. I mean, the economy is weak for these 2 surviving players of Paper X, but the other 3 have quite a bit of money.
Waiting for exits. He's got the judge. There goes the first. Fires off a second shot even before he sees Mind Freak, and it does connect. T1, although Paper X picks up the round win, Rossi wobbles at their disposal.
That could really change the dynamic. Here we go.
Whoa! Whoa! Doesn't quite connect. Side player in a bit of a tricky position right now as Forsaken hunkers down. Watches out over onto Pillar and captures onto 2 more players. B-side is open.
Knew there would be the reload, and he knew he could push through. Really smart play from Forsaken.
Jeez Louise, oh god. And now it's going to be the operator with the angle. Down goes Mind Freak. But down goes this, a spike carrier as well. Side players come back in kind. Although they've got the positioning, the spike drops. Viper's Pit now up by Rossi. They know they should have this round. How do you push back in? Look at what's happening again. Forsaken. It's happening again.
I think Excurate has a decent idea that his brother's doing this.
All right, all right. Well, I want to see how Forsaken does he check it? Do you know what your brother's doing? Or is it going to be in a pink mist?
I mean, they got time to really make sure that they're set up Kind of come from all three angles at once.
Ooh!
Unbelievable.
One shot, one kill. Now on to the next, and he's online for the ace. Rossi's right around the edge of it, and Forsaken just sprays downtown.
Unbelievable.
Forsaken goes back in for a bit of adventure on his own. Uses the cyber cage to set up the spy camera. Does not expect his brother on the other side. He only spotted it, went in for this camera tag. The rest of the team, though, has already made their way in, but because of the smokes, Sion player able to take down Jing, something in for a bit of a trade. 2 players remaining. You've got Noted, you've got the Blade Storm.
Oh my.
Comes down to sharpshooting. They know the angles. Something's prepared for it. Steps back onto Izu's head. Triple kill on a hat trick now. He knows executed right around the corner too. Doesn't have the spike though, so this is just gonna come down to kills. Can Execute be accurate enough to out-snipe this? Watches down the angle on towards stairs. It's taken a little bit too much time, so he brings back around. Catches something just as he peeks out. The shot through the engine. About some of these corners where Execute is definitely marking him. Something on with the judge, though, is a very interesting thing. They've managed to go in and flood down the B site. Spike has been planted. Jing with the showstopper, although it doesn't quite land. Good bit of damage. Rossi comes in for the trade. Mindfreak trades right back. Paranoia sent out by Izu as they try to push back out from the door side. Shrouded steps into the smoke. Now they're trying to play around it. Devi definitely hears this. Goes back in just a pre-fire, but the run and gun doesn't quite work out. Something comes back in off of the information just to try to collect on these kills. But point blank range, Saya player connects the shot, swaps over the classic, and lands a great old one onto Mindfreak.
Is that a no-scope? Just point blank off. Absolutely. This is just a full-on C hit. There is no hesitation with the Blade Storm to lead the way, trying to play off the back of these Seekers.
And T1 are just trying to respect Paper X as well. Walking through, did not check the corner where Izu is. Right up around the side. Jing tried to go in for the trade, but unfortunately shut down as well. T1 now having the numbers advantage, gonna press on with the pressure. You got the showstopper, the rocket at the ready, and it does land. Forsaken right underneath, not able to deal with the close quarter duel. Now Execute coming out from the door. They swung out, they captured Mindfreak. Waiting for the team too. Forsaken should be able to hear most of this. You can see that he's communicating it to his team right now. But unfortunately blinded, not quite able to do all too much. Devi on the other side, a bit of a tap with the Phantom, but instantly traded. Spotted Execute through Waterfall now, something. Wanting to take the duel, they know they have to watch out for Mound. Trades coming in, and the timer's still ticking away. A bit more of a standard round as Jing alongside Mindfreak do their job at anchoring down this spike. T1 not able to retake.
They've overstacked it, and then on this Forsaken again!
Wide swings just a little bit further, an inch over the crosshair. Execute not able to fire off his operator. Mindfreak on the lurk this time. This is how you play Lotus. You've got the Neuro Theft as well, but Rossi coming back in to investigate. Great awareness. With the op now, though, picked up from his brother. Not quite able to flick back over.
He wide swung that angle, opened himself up to 2, and had to check.
Oh man, 2-on-4. Jing has this showstopper. Doesn't need it yet.
Devi.
Both players able to do so much. Now just pulls out the showstopper for a bit of security. Tries to blast pack away into safety, or hop away into safety, but Izu plays a bit of Rossi. So in towards A. Trying to play around the door. You've got that Prowler being sent out, something just trying to land the shot, close the position. Good swing now coming through. But at what cost? You still got stairs to worry about. And Izu doing a good job at anchoring. Despite, you know, still calling him a bit of a rookie, he is providing that impact. Execute now landing these shots.
Down A.
And Mindfreak trying to buy all the time he can. Forsaken got one.
Forsaken's got to watch out for Rossi.
Oh,
good dink. But Execute with the shorty jumping over.
Oh, he knows.
Wow. He knows.
And they are on a buy and they are on B.
Okay. Oh, and realize that Nightfall Carpe now. Vision,
Oh my god.
sound completely robbed, low health, and it's just instills the rest of the T1 squad with so much confidence that they just push out and decimate Paper X.
And it's this toxic screen that cuts off the frontline players of Paper X again, and they don't have any ability to help off the back of it quick enough, and so you lose your two duelists.
The squad's been, split in half because of this.
We saw it earlier. Jing died trying to plant the spike, but they're still able to recover the round. But this time, it's going to take some heroics from Dubai and Mindfreak.
Last player standing.
Not today, not for now, as we near the end of the first half. And 8-4 shaping up for T1. And I mean, just think about how it happens again. You've got all of these players from the side of T1, and they are just prepared to toss all of these haymakers against Paper X. That Nightfall, the toxic screen that you were mentioning, Paper Thin, and now the rest of them just collecting on these kills.
Look how fast
Oh boy.
they start swarming. Poor Dubai.
All right, able to get the first. He knew that one was coming in from defender spawn, and that's why he turned around, but yeah, 3 players.
Mound hit here. They're just gonna push.
Wow. Oh, I don't know how Grace is gonna work out. Something able to trade off for Jing, but unfortunately that Sheriff has been dropped. Execute now on the other side, marking Pillar. Able to capture onto Forsaken. Mindfreak on the other side with Classic. Just peeks out at the right time, but goes in for the reload. And Rossi just capitalizes. Something now with the swings, and all of a sudden Rossi, cold and alone, feels the pressure, needs to get the spike down at the very least. He has the timing for it, but Paper X has the numbers.
Sheriff going to be grabbed by Devi, able to get a big chunk of healing. That could be a very, very important factor into how this round plays out, but Paper X kind of gambled incorrectly here. This is going to take some time, and now they realize, uh-oh.
Wow. Okay. So if you were in Rossi's shoes in this very situation, you can sense the timing of which Paper X might take to rotate over back onto C. He's going to make use of this. There were some pings across the map.
He's going to hear the footsteps, so. What?
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Something with the swing just.
It's going to be Jing with the Outlaw here. You kind of expect the Vandal and the Outlaw to be swapped between those two players, so kind of an interesting idea coming through. T1's going to try to flood. Only one.
Just in terms of preference players and the positioning that they have, Paper X has the right setup as T1 tries to barrel through, but Devi. Paper X are around the A site, so the go signal towards C. Forsaken has to stay tucked away. He's got some of these cages, he's got some trips, but is it going to be enough to deal with the full forces of T1? Saya with the blast pack beak, able to take him down. Oh, what? Something through the smoke. A bit of a skewer and 2 heads just get pierced. Now the 3 of them remaining T1 players pushing down into defender spawn. Excure's got the operator, able to make use of it. He's trying to be vocal about what he needs. The rest of the team trying to come back into support, but Jing just with the patience to tap on the brakes a little bit. Hides inside of this dark cover provided by Mindfreak. And sticking the defuse all the way through. Excurate has to peek out, but that's just a punishment. But whatever it is now, Prowler being spent to just deal with the tripwires. They know that Forsaken's right around the corner. Didn't quite expect him to peek out at that time, though. Takes down Carpe. A couple more players going his way. Izu with a Sheriff able to cut down Forsaken at his knees. And now it's down to the rest of Paper X to try to recover from this initial assault.
Oh, Jing.
Oh, tries to peek out.
Great patience.
Excure's still on the bit of that flank. Able to catch on to Mindfreak. The rest of the players from Paper X still up the front. Something with the operator trying to land a shot, but Excurate already knows where to look. Jing, feeling a bit of the pressure, tries to hop away. Has the paint shells, he spends it. But the entire site engulfed in smoke.
Try to bully your way through Excurate.
Stairs, though.
Yeah, Devi's got to be so careful.
Izu's they're trying not to tell Paper X what they're doing. Now that the dark cover comes up, though, PaperX definitely aware. The jump peek. Can't do that too often now, but Devi peeks out at the right time. Slays 2, looks for the third. 1, 2, and 3.
You know, he's been so good on Sky for so long. I love to watch him play it.
Kind of looks like Alex almost lost his
No
mind.
way!
Wow. At least Mind Freak managed to take him out mid-air, but great opening from Side Player with the Rockets. Forsaken now peeks out off of it. PaperX presses the go signal along with the Seekers. Forsaken, 2 kills from that Phantom. Excurate, the only one left, comes back in to trying to retrieve the spike, but he's got so many targets. There is that Jing movement. What a return.
Such a good Sky player is Devi.
Strong individual players all across, and yeah, everyone knows how to work off of it. This is why this team works so well. They've got the synergy, they've got the chemistry. Something still safe enough. The door swung open. Forsaken finds his own frag. Spike dropped, and it's T1, you know, not able to quite commit into this.
They're gonna have to change directions. I don't really think you want to mess with this C site, but they may think about waiting it out, seeing if they can get some rotates out of PaperX. PaperX, they can be a little bit antsy, but they can spread themselves a little bit thinner. They can put Jing over on B, keep Devi at A, just to keep eyes on it. But I think this is the right read here from T1 to try to go over towards A. You still have the from the shadows if things don't look great, and that's why I think part of the reason that PaperX is spreading the map like they are, but some of that attention paid over there. Saya player, fast kill onto something.
Great punish.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds now, they have to go in, but Mind Freak, he has been stepping up. He showed what he's capable of.
This little cheeky purchase.
It's all across half armor. It's just such great game sense and awareness. The toxic screen, you know, might just give them a bit of a leg room, but oh, there's that shot. Tries to updraft away, but not too bad with the stinger. Carpe will be able to gun him down.
Face your fear!
Really?
Wow, committing into this. Side player down to 5 HP though. They have to be a little bit careful. At least the trails will alert them as to where some of these PaperX players are positioned, but they had no idea. A couple more coming through the door. And that's gonna be T1, unfortunately not quite able to secure it. Paper Thin, I am so nervous.
I can tell. It's okay.
Spike planted.
Oh no!
Now you've got a lot of cover.
No, no, no! Oh my God! So lucky that showstopper.
Great mechanics to dodge it, but he knows he has to watch out for a Saya player still. T1 building up on this off of Autumn's strat calling. Carpe executing it. Everyone pushing up forward now. They have the site.
It's gonna run out of time.
Slow and steady default into A, and it just works out well. Something, yeah. I mean, he's got the judge anyway, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Blaze Storm already pops. Might as well try to go for some kills, but T1, great.
He might have found one. Already seen a couple through the
T1.
smokes.
All right.
They got to work the map, but now PaperX has planted their feet. They're not really biting on much. Devi gonna get this kill. Yep.
I mean, he's trying to work the map, but Carpe is just exploring it on his own. They know that they are running out of options. Don't want to go to A because the operator's there. B has been blocked off. No choice but to barrel through into C, but that's where Forsaken is. Extra, good shots. But when it comes down to it, running out of space, running out of time, Izu tries to thread the needle, but kind of planted their feet firmly in the sand for A site. You need those protocols to carefully clear and check every single one of these bounds. First of all, tree going through. Paranoid has been sent out. Trades coming in, but look at the number of reinforcements that PaperX has. Devi and Jing back in action. PaperX ends out the first map. This was T1's map pick, but PaperX just shows exactly how strong they are.
One player from the rest of his team and get a kill and then back out. See if he's gonna do that off this contact, but the early mosh, it's just a touch of damage. He's gonna have to run, head for the hills, my friend.
Oh, he can't really make his way.
What?
What? He flicked upwards, got a headshot on the Saya player? Wow. Whatever it is,
Spike planted.
not quite able to put out any high tide, so it's just a full-on retake for Paper X now. They've got some of these pistols, they've got some of these flashes, and that's the great initiating utility to make their way onto site. Gonna be blocked off by the early cascade though. Excurrent having a different playstyle from his brother Forsaken, but how is that playstyle gonna work out against a player just as aggressive? The entire team, Something, Jing, everyone's flooding in through the floodgates.
Oh, that was so close, dude. That was so close.
Right foot.
I did. We're no longer Pacific.
All right, a bit of a sky smoke, but it's that toxic screen that allows them to walk straight through lamps, along with Poison Cloud. A bit of a hop over, but Jing has the right positions to play along with Paint Shells and the Outlaw. Swaps over the Classic, collects onto the triple kill. A bit of a rampage and a tear for Paper X. Still just that Raze player, precisely.
Right there.
So as we head on over into the next round now, we've got the full buy coming through. A good little bit of harbor utility. Trying to peek out alongside the flash, trying to play along with the timing of it, but T1 a little bit more prepared.
Yeah, I like the way they try that, using that cove to cut off that far left-hand angle from their perspective to try to isolate a player. It almost works for Devi. You know, trying to use, they got weaker guns, trying to see if they can at least get even trades out of it. But yeah, T1 not fooled.
And because they have the numbers, they can afford to leave Rossi on a bit of a lurk around Fountain. Got Something right up around Hookah. It's a bit more of a save round for Paper X right now, but clean shot nonetheless, and they might be able to rob some guns away from T1. Since it is the third, why not? You might as well go in for it. Just trying to be a little bit careful, a little bit safer.
Let's punish them.
Yeah, try to keep them punished, try to keep them around the spike. Hopped on over, took down Carpe. Make it expensive for T1 as they head on over into round number 4. Mind Freak even with a Sheriff. Only Ross. So with the ultimates available now, Something just goes back into Rob even more away from T1. Pretty soon T1's gonna have to call in a timeout or something.
Yep.
They're losing confidence and not quite able to execute their plans any longer. Rossi might have the toxic screen up, they might be able to send out a bit of a Trailblazer, but how do you collect on that space? Well, the answer is gonna be Saya player with the flashbacks through. A bit of a frenzy, needs to pick up a weapon.
Look at the anti-flash.
But yeah, Mind Freak just turns away. Counter flash coming in now from Devi, and it's just the execution from Jing and Forsaken. It's very likely for T1 to push back into A. Paper X prepared for this hit now. High Tide sent over onto B just for added security. Players has been spotted, Cascade sent out. T1 looking to initiate off of some of these flashes. Paper X trying to reposition themselves back over onto triple, but unfortunately it's a little bit open. Rossi and Excurrent able to punch them down. Something swaps over onto the shorty, able to connect, hops on over, tries to spot out ahead, but not quite able to find all too much just yet. Paint Shells right under his nose. Devi watching his corner. He pushes past the snake bite, trying to find a shot with his operator still. A bit of movement and accuracy, hops over onto a different weapon, but Saya player just shuts him down. Raining from above. It's all down to Devi. High Tide just blocks off way too much, and Lamps is open. Excurrent comes back in. Oh my god, Paper Thin.
Well, I hope that they were going to wait until, like, T1 was actually on the site. Okay. Look at, they've already rotated over them.
Pro players. Got showers now. Taking down short. Devi just a blind spray, able to take down Saya player. No entries found. Carpe able to push up off of some utility. Hits, lines up, and still able to take down onto a second. Devi has to trade. Off of the, making use of the cast, sneak down into the corner. Devi finds one more. He's gotten a triple. Something coming up from the other side.
One enemy
Spike
remaining.
slowly taken away, but
Oh my God,
Devi able to shut down yet another position. Here comes Something. I'm like trying to be professional about it, but I hear the crowd going ace, ace, ace.
You know what was funny was I was watching Devi on the camera just to see his reaction, and he just kind of went,
on the Paper X side. Now going back into investigate into this B area. We've got so many flashes being tossed out. It's a good textbook Paper X style strategy, but unfortunately the flashes do not favor them this time. They've lost out in this firefight.
The real question is, did Jing get spotted tucking into this corner?
Still trying to make use of it. Oh, a little bit nervous because of the mosh pit, but still able to recover nonetheless. Able to take down Excurate. Now, PaperX having recovered, Carpe down at 5 HP. It's going to be Saya player with the op that brings them back into the equation.
Hey, he had a great little round there. Holding things nicely. Can Forsaken do anything about this?
Swings out wide in the open.
Spike down.
Rossi was meant to cover, but unfortunately sidestepped at the wrong time. He was trying to peek for info. So now using the Cove just to mark that spike. High Tide to block off even more space.
Oh, but Saya knows. He's anticipating this wrap.
Got to watch out for that op. Forsaken should know. Trigger discipline lets him pass for 1 second. Comes back in just to isolate the duel. Reckoning being sent out. Senses that Saya player is not exactly right around the spike. But wow, picked it up at the right time. He hops on over. Saya player might just be able to make it happen. But Forsaken quicker on the draw through the teleporter. Shoots him back just to take down Hookah. They went B long several times in the past now. There's a little bit of a switch up around to A. Hookah definitely surprising something. The op shot whiffs, trying to reposition. Goes in for the Shardy and also the dismiss. Davai here to back him up. A double spray. Carpe with a stinger just to trade. Saya player finding one of his own now too, but something has gotten away with his life. Jing now with the outlaw. It's a bit of that half-buy strat from T1, and Carpe tries his darndest to make it work. Oh, turns around at the right time with the classic, still able to recover. Recollection.
Just can't quite get that opening. What the heck happened here?
A showstopper kill from Jing, a double, but T1 continues to press forward. They've managed to capitalize and trade off against 3 more players from PaperX. Down in the last round of the first half. It comes down, it falls onto Davai and Something's shoulders to save it. PaperX so far having a great lead, but T1 pushing the pressure on towards PaperX. Great angle, but wow. Awareness from Something to check. Sharper mechanics just to stop and fire accurately. He's gotten the Empress as he's going forward even further. Taps onto the spike, anticipates the Showers play. T1 not there, not near Showers to be found. Actually, it's around short, around truck, and playing together, making use of the spike's timing.
The way that T1's been playing.
Look at the set plan with the High Tide. Covering all exits of the smoke. The wall as it falls. Curtains dropped and now Davai able to find the first. But as soon as the rest of the T1 players continue to peek out trying to trade, lo and behold, 3 more PaperX players are on the other side. Along with some of these frenzies, Forsaken captures the kills and they want to press forward into the B site. They've got a full minute to work with though, so no real need to commit to it unless they spot more. Using the boombot now, but Saya player lands a great shot. Jing recovering off of it. Rossi trying to use the same strategy. It is pistol after all for them, and they're trying to do what they can, but PaperX completely evading it. Forsaken very aware of what they're about to pull off.
What's that High Tide again? I mean,
comes back in the check. Good little spray. That's the first head to fall. PaperX backs off, just coming in to reinforce. Great shot from Something. Right clicks, Forsaken with the sprays. Saya player through the backside, able to find one, but Forsaken just finding all and even more. Goes in for such a courageous peek. Unfortunately shut down by Rossi though, and T1 looking to control things a lot better this time. On both extremities of the map, they've got guarded, they've got Showers. Now sensing that the hit is towards B, tucked away in the corner. Great readjustment on the crosshair for Excurate. Jing, though, still with a movement and a Spectre. Picks up the rifle now. Goes in for the spike plant.
Full upgrades for him and Davai. Still 2 guiding lights, plus the paint shells.
T1 just taking a breather for this. Carpe has a prime position to set up a bit of a flank.
Davai, I think, pretty aware. I checked it, but the timing might just be a little funky.
Snake bite. Just to check a little corner. Nothing much spotted. Guiding light spent, and that's going to be Carpe finding him from behind. Can Jing pull PaperX out of this sticky situation? Nice little side swerve movement from Saya player. Jing's not quite able to connect the shot side.
Now Now they're pushing out. They're not using the high tide the same way they have before, so it's a different look on a push. See if Forsaken can read it. They're going to go all the way to spawn. Forsaken's in trouble.
Oh, trying to lurk. So that's what T1 does, you know, with the way that the game is shaping up. Starting things off, you've had that B outside hookah control.
He slipped the net, I think.
Perfect. Still very much hidden inside that corner. Jing now trying to recapture into showers, using the blast pack to satchel away, but Exker comes back through. PaperX needing to try to get control over a site real quick. They've got the spike. They're sending it over onto B. But T1, while pulling off the same maneuvers from the previous round. Instead of Carpe, it's going to be easier, though. I think he just spotted him.
He saw him for sure. Did they see him is the question. They didn't see him.
Around it. I have no idea. Devi waiting for the curtain to fall.
Last player standing.
Mind Freak, unfortunately, suffering that first contact.
Now they know.
And Rossi.
What a read.
Smart as ever. Devi just having to go for it regardless. And that's going to be T1 equalizing the score again. We have a game at our hands.
Absolutely.
PaperX wanting to deal with that B lobby push. Now just taking quick control over Hookah. You've got to check that corner. Saya player with the showstopper at the right time.
Spike down B.
Down to it. Still T1 winning out in the exchange. PaperX, the blind execute does not pay off.
Trying to take sort of the launching points to get onto the site, but nobody from T1 is going to do much, but there might be a quick TP play off of this, potentially. I'm curious. Yep, here they go.
TP, Forsaken turns back around. The Seekers went out. Jing has stayed back. So a bit of an early trade now. Forsaken might have fallen, but that's still okay. Look at how Jing's perched up on top of this box.
There.
Spikes down, thrashes through, and Jing's still pretty much okay. Even has time and space to go further in through halls. Might be able to wrap back around against Side Player and Rossi. The rest of the PaperX squad still very much alive, though. Jing up around elbow, peeks back out again. Wants to take down the wingman, but oh my goodness, little homie has gotten the spike defuse. Making use of the teleporters in their retake process. Catching PaperX on the timings of things. Against that launching pad right now, PaperX looking to take over Garden. The Empress, but everyone's been blinded by Carpe's. At the same time, Izu's guiding light as well.
Just utility for utility and 2 for 2. I thought maybe Carpe was going to knock down a few more there. He went for it.
Just Valoranted upside of V-Long. Straight into B site. Got the high tide now for a bit more cover, just to cut the side in half. PaperX setting up for a bit of a quick peek.
More lurks. Look at Rossi.
A little bit afraid of Hookah, yeah, and Rossi as well. Got to deal with the site first, though. Side player is still very much tucked away and hidden. Something coming back in for the trade. Side steps out. Online for the quad. Has to pick up the spike, but he has no idea that Rossi's right here. T1 breaking it past 10.
Off balance, keeping them from storming away with this match.
It's one of those times where Forsaken's high tide works against him, but now just full send into the A side. Jing, classic with the judge. He goes in, nails down Execute, picks up the rifle, but Carpe answers right back in kind. Just as quick. Dizzy sent up, Trailblazer trying to find him, but not found just yet. Spike is not planted because it's not safe enough. Izu right around the corner.
Spike's down.
Device hopped off it for a second. Forsaken trying to trade right back. It's going to be Mind Freak committing the orbital strike just to give them a little bit more security. Rossi, the last one left, trying to wrap back around from Lamps. Does he know, though? Something.
They are just going to the win.
Jing going to set up for it.
But he's hanging on to it.
We've got Showers control, too.
Here goes.
It connects onto Rossi. Carpe, though, swings out at the right time. There's a bit of a trade. Something along with the Empress, too, stays alive. Saya player still into the fray, though, along with its operator. Does not expect Forsaken from behind. There's that additional layer. PaperX dominating this exchange, this firefight. The crowd starting to chant for the team. PaperX as they approach match point. Excurate, he's not out yet though. I don't want to count him out. Slowly approaching out, throws to front, anticipates the angle, flicks on towards his brother. Now on towards the Reckoning. That will give him a lot of information. Spots out Divide, tosses in the Cove, creates a little bit more space for himself. Has to swing out the sides. Spots out another player, but oh, not quite able to land the duel. He knew that his back was exposed, the nerves.
For the timing, the Reckoning to try to clear space, but it's all a fake. Excurate. Oh my gosh, so close.
Now just continuing to back off. Paper X trying to stay themselves alive, but T1 want overtime so bad. They've managed to deal with the initial onslaught. Paper X hanging back.
Because Excurate gets out of there with his life, then he could use the high tide to keep Paper X from pressing forward onto B. They will continue to slide over in this direction, but he's moved in.
All ultimates are spent now. Side player marking Hookah. Lands first shot. Excurate with the off angle. Mindfreak in for the trade. But now, the entire T1 army, all of the archers, all of the cavalry have arrived. Can you take them down? The lone Ronin. Guiding light, he slipped past the smoke. Looks towards the first player, but Izu just a little bit sharper. Pushes us.
He's just phenomenal so far. He's done a great job keeping T1 in this game. As that Gecko utility, so on point as well. This is dangerous.
Desperately trying to push themselves into a third map, but Mindfreak does not allow them through. And Spike Carrier dropped as well. I think he's definitely called it.
Yeah, and there's one of those Forsaken pushes with that Cascade, but this time he has backup. You know, trying to cut off a fight, trying to isolate players.
Oh, that's so much information.
Yeah, yep, they pretty much should know. But they're kind of waiting, maybe anticipating a grab of the spike and a rotate. They still haven't shifted anywhere else but showers. Now they're going with that Cove there. Great hold from Mindfreak.
Might as well let them sweat. Side player with a great dink though.
30 seconds left.
So comes back in. 30 seconds left. Spike still dropped out in the open. It's cold. Rossi tries to capture a little bit more space now. Trying to set up for something with his utility, but Jin catches him off the timing. Oh! Double satchel!
Look at Mindfreak though, checking on the lurk. They have to
Mindfreak,
clear.
it's
Rossi.
pivotal. Still staying tucked away. Excurate marking him. Device starts things off as he finds and discovers Saya player. This could be it.
Poison's off.
Rossi slowly pushing up front now, but the marking, two of them all together, all at once. Paper Rex. It's another overtime, but it ends just as quick as it starts. 14-12. T1 will not be able to make it past Paper Rex today.
Looking rather good for Paper Rex. T1 still keeping pace, still showing that they can fight tooth and nail with Paper Rex, but they are still yet to take a map against